Kayak clothing is one of the keys. It's better to be hot and bothered than cold and emotional. You can always cool down, you can't always warm up. Kayak clothing must block from the sun. It must stay warm when wet and dry quickly, as well as block the wind, rain and sea spray. Be highly visible and reflective for daytime and nighttime for other water users. Wear a helmet in moving water, surf zones, rock gardening and caving. Sturdy shoes are important so you can move freely on the harsh marine environment. In tropical areas, staying cool is key. Quick dry UPF 50+ garments protect you from the sun and keep you cool. The buff and cap combo is my preferred way of protecting my face from the sun. Legionnaire style caps are also very popular. Close to hand, I always have my bug net, and when I get out of my kayak I have my quick dry long pants that I can slip over my shoes to protect from sandflies, midges, can't see 'ems and mosquitoes, and quick dry Cool Max socks to protect my ankles as well. As you have probably worked out, I'm an insect magnet. This is how I commonly paddle when paddling in Queensland and Western Australia, with Sunday Islands and Ningaloo Reef. Stay cool, stay out of the sun, and protect yourself from insects. In tropical and temperate regions, you can still get cold on a hot day. Warm wind and sun evaporates moisture on clothing, causes a cooling effect. It's very important that you wear a base layer that, when wet, stays warm and dries quickly. I switch from my quick dry Cool Max socks to my Neoprene socks, keeping my feet nice and warm in that cooler water. Always wear sturdy shoes, you never know what you might step on. My recommendation for temperate regions is a base layer which stays warm when wet and dries quickly. The paddling jacket, aka the Kayak, should be worn on windy days. You can still get cold on a warm windy day, not only those cold windy days. This is how I dress most commonly for kayaking. Warm when wet and dries quickly, blocks the wind, sun, insects. It's better to be hot and bothered than cold and emotional. You can always cool down, you can't always warm up. Paddling gloves protect from the sun and wear and tear such as blisters. In colder regions, switch out to neoprene gloves. Use a combination of gloves and pogies in wet or windy and cold environments. How I keep my feet and legs warm in a Victorian winter or a North American summer is I utilise woolen socks and coconut dry pants. It's still very important to wear base layers under your paddling jacket and dry pants that stay warm when wet and dry quickly. This does not make a dry suit. It is still a semi-dry suit, so if you do take a swim, it will leak. All these combinations of clothing are not designed for long immersion in water, cold water. It's important that you are able to self-rescue or undertake an assisted rescue so you get back in your kayak and start warming up. Further information can be sourced from eastcoastkayaking.com.au. Please feel free to leave comments and ask questions, and seek training from Australian Canoeing Qualified Instructor.